I'm a globetrotter. You and I 비교나 하지마 우리 너무 달라 we just different 나 좀 봐라 여자나 집이나 세차 나가신다 너무 빨라 I'm a globetrotter. You and I 비교나 하지마 우리 너무 달라 we just different 나 좀 봐라 여자나 집이나 세차 나가신다 너무 빨라 I'm a globetrotter. 지금부터 시작이야 한턱에 money calls 오지게 리듬이야 한턱에 money meant the moves I've been killing it now 아직 랩이 미쳐버린 범인 아니니까 하더라봐 한 미래로 돌아가 한 doing it cause I'm flying now.
Morning, guys. It is 4:30 in the morning. I am in Nevada, very far from home. I like it out here though. It's beautiful out here. Right now in this time of year, perfect temperature. 80, you know. It does get up to 90, which I'm used to. Even back at home, it's around 90. But regardless, right now it's like 52 degrees early in the morning. So I can have the truck off. But when it's hot in the daytime, I got this Ryobi fan. I got it from Home Depot with these little portable batteries. And this has a charging port. It's obviously red because it's dead right now. I had it on all night. But honestly, it works very well. And it lasts for hours with this little battery. And you can actually connect your charger and connect it to your phone. You see this boy? He's ready to go to the bathroom. Hey, here's my walkie tool. This is that hitter. And then you can go like this. Pretty neat. I really like it. It's a little heavier, but it's also the USB-C charging port. You know, so you know how they're changing it back to all that. So I'm gonna take him to the bathroom, and we're gonna go potty, and then I'm gonna go work out. Morning, guys. It is 8 a.m. I got my dispatch. I'm heading to Utah. I'm in Nevada right now. I worked out this morning. I worked out in this place called Performance Athlete, and it's one of the best gyms I've ever been in. And everyone there, it's not a franchise. It's honestly just a mom and pop kind of gym. One guy just passionate about working out, and he opened up a gym, and boom chakalaka, there you go. It's got a basketball court. It's got a sled. It's got legit like squat racks, bumper plates, you know, platforms. They got everything. So it's a beautiful gym. It's one of the best gyms I've been in, if not the best. So I liked it, and everyone there is very nice. I already made a couple friends, you know. So, but yeah, I you know, over the weekend I got there at Saturday, 8 a.m. and now it's Monday. I did my 34-hour reset over there, and I was able to take my dog with me, as you guys can see. Here he is, sleeping. So, I will say, being in Nevada, these roads are tremendous. They're so clean. There's no cracks. There's no, you know, smooth roads. It's a smooth ride. So my boy, he can sleep. He's not used to being on the road this long. I mean, he's not even used to it. He's never done it. So when I was working out over the weekend, I got a day pass for 24 hours, and I not the gym. I got the Performance Athlete is the gym, but I got the day pass for 24 hours, so I can go there multiple times. So I went at like 7 a.m. You know, well, I got there Saturday, so as soon as I got there, I went in at around 10 a.m. and then I got out and I edited some videos, and then I went back in at 5. And both times I was able to leave the truck on because it is like 90 degrees out here. It is pretty hot. So I was able to leave the truck on and let my boy just sleep in cold weather. And I got some, you know, it was close to a Home Depot. So then on Sunday I woke up and I walked at like 6 a.m. I went on for a walk And my boy Trunks, he went out to go pee and poop, and then we went to Home Depot, and I bought some, it was like reflective insulation, like foam kinda, but it wasn't really foam, it's flexible. And it's like, I'll show you maybe later, but it's back behind there. But I just put it up on the windshields, and it literally changed. Usually when I have the windows open, it's like, I have it in like, there's 4 levels, 4 settings. I have it in like always, you know, level 2. At like 90 degrees, I always have it at level 2. But with the reflector vest, I have it at level 1, and sometimes it got too cold and I turned it off, and the truck was off, and I was able to have the truck off for like 30 minutes, and then I have to turn it back on because it is 90 degrees. I mean, it's gonna get hot in here regardless, so. But it helped a lot. And I highly recommend it. It's a Home Depot. It's like $4 for 24 inches, 24 by 10. So it's awesome. So I'm glad I got it. I got 2 of them. So yeah, it helped a lot, and I was able to leave my boy in here. So yeah. But anyways, going to Utah. I have a bit of a drive, and I'll tag you guys along with me. I got my boy. You guys gonna be seeing him sleeping every now and again. He's a little fat boy. He's a little lazy boy. You know, I went, this company, they have a couple mechanics, and they saw him and they said, "Who's that fat boy?" Like, it's pretty rude. That's pretty rude. You know, he's fat and he's a boy. It's factual, but he's a good boy. Look at him. He's not the fattest boy in the world. His name is Trunks, but I call him Chunk, because he is a little chunky. But yeah, anyways, yeah, we got a bit of a drive. What's up, guys? I'm getting loaded right now. I'm getting loaded with those freeway barriers. I don't know if you guys can see. My window's filthy. I apologize. I'm gonna be able to clean that here in probably a couple days. When I get home, I'll be able to wash my truck real thoroughly. Even inside, it's a little iffy, so apologize for that. But I got here at like 1. I've been here for like an hour. It's already 3:30. I'm in Salt Lake City. It's very busy here. I haven't been here in many years, but it's gorgeous out here. It's beautiful. It's 95 degrees. It's a Monday. 95 degrees. But yeah, the traffic is no punk here. 8 lanes. At one point I was going through a freeway. It was 8 lanes. Whew, that's pretty crazy. I was watching TikTok, and this guy's from the UK. It was a couple that traveled all the way from the UK to America, and he was traveling all the way through through Washington, Oregon to California, and he was saying how beautiful it was out here, and everywhere he goes was like majestic land. And you know, like Salt Lake City is the same thing. It's just gorgeous here. Like Montana, gorgeous. Nevada, a little dry, but I'm sure there's some nice places, you know. Yeah, and it's so funny how geographically United States is one of the best looking countries in the world, if not the best. We have such a wide spread of, such a diversity of landscape, you know. There's really no other country that can compare. So for them to be from the UK that comes over here and they experience this land, like here in America, we just grew up with it, you know. It's just normal for us, you know. So it's quite unfortunate. The UK was, you know, the Brits, they did a lot back in the day, but now they're a fallen state, and you know, we'll see. But I don't want to get into too much political stuff. But anyways, yeah, Salt Lake City's gorgeous, and I like it here. I was at one point I was on top of a freeway. It looked like it was the top of a hill, and I was able to see, like, not all of Salt Lake City, but a little bit of Salt Lake City, and I saw the houses here and there, and a lot of suburbs. Looks like a lot of suburbs, and it's pretty interesting. A lot of kids running around, like high schoolers with their little cars and stuff. Seems like a little college sort of vibe to. I'm 29, so I'm getting to the older age, you know, where I don't see young kids anymore, you know. Especially while I'm hanging around. I'm hanging out in the countryside and in farms and stuff. So being out here, it feels like it's a little bit of a college vibe, you know. So, anyways, look at my boy here. He was sleepy. It's a little bit of a bumpy road, I'm not gonna lie. He doesn't like bumpy roads. Look at that face. Anyways, yeah, I'm getting loaded. He doesn't like the noises. Boop. Check it out, guys. This is what I got loaded with. You know, it's interesting. It's an interesting load. I don't really like that. Strapped down the middle, and then that has, you know, it's not strapped down properly, but it is what it is. We'll get it delivered, no problem. Put it on the trailer. Isn't it nice? Yeah. Morning, guys. Look at that. Look at the beautiful sun. I think it's day 2 of the week. Day 3, actually. Should be wrapping up the week here, halfway through the week. I didn't record that much yesterday because honestly I just stood by waiting to get unloaded in this particular area that I went to. I started the week in Elko, Nevada, and then I started the week in Elko, Nevada, and then I ended up being in Salt Lake City. Now I'm in South Dakota. But when I started in Elko and went to Salt Lake, I picked up guardrails for like the freeway that you see on the side of the highway. And then when I took it to Wyoming, I got unloaded and I had to wait on the side of the highway. It was like there was no address on the delivery. It was literally like, oh, it's highway 125 and take exit 246 and you'll see the construction workers on the side of the highway. Like, all right. So but yeah, they unloaded me. It was really, really sketchy. It was weird. I didn't like how they unloaded me. It was like on the side of a mountain. They unloaded me when I was on top of a cliff, and they were on the edge, on the bottom of the cliff, and unloaded me. It was very weird. I didn't like the way they did it, but yeah. Regardless, now I'm in South Dakota. I got my boy here, 7 in the morning. We're having a little walk right now, and then I'm going to the gym. And then I'm gonna pick up another load. And this load pays really good. I like these loads because it pays really good. So, but yeah, after this, I'll be heading home. Yeah, my boy, he's doing good thus far. I haven't had him. I don't ever stay out for 2 weeks, but him staying out for 2 weeks is new for both of us, you know. I don't think he minds. You know, at the end of the day, he's in it for the ride, you know. So, but yeah, I didn't record that much, and I was super tired, and I ended up being like 2 hours away from this morning, and I drove 2 hours, ended up here. So yeah. Look at my boy. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the gym now. Here we go, guys. I got loaded. It's not too hot, but it's getting there. It's 10 o'clock. What's up, guys? It is 3 p.m. It is still Thursday, September 11th. It's the day after Charlie Kirk passed away. Sorry for all the background noise. Climbing up this hill, I'm going 20 miles an hour. You can see how my coolant is, temperature is pretty good right here. At like 210, it starts to get a little dangerous, I got the fan kicked on. And yeah, you can see that my throttle, my torque, how much throttle I put in, 80, I like to hover around 70% throttle, whatever those RPMs say, somewhere in the middle. I don't know if that's 1350 or, somewhere in the middle. I don't want to push it too rough. I can go 25 miles an hour max probably. But I like to go 21 miles an hour, 20 miles an hour, just to take it easy on the motor, Anyways, yeah, I've been up to date with what's happening with Charlie Kirk, and as of now, they haven't found the shooter, but there's some suspects. The old man evidently isn't the shooter. He's just a small man. There's some pictures that came out. It was a guy with a black shirt. He obviously had a disguise, sunglasses, a typical hat, pretty stereotypical. There's some theories as to why he did that, crazy transgender radicalist, but there's some people that are playing 4D chess, I would say, even Israel, because Charlie was criticizing Israel, even the Mossad agents killed him. I don't know. At a certain point, I just get lost in the sauce, At a certain point, it's too much bullshit, I think it's just human thing. We do each other dirty. We hurt each other. It's a damn shame. But anyways, but yeah. Almost to the top of this hill. Look how beautiful it is out here. I cleaned the windows. Look at my boy. He is tired, huh? This is a baby. Yeah, I'm gonna drive for a couple more hours, and I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna fall asleep super early, like 6 p.m. Wake up at 2 a.m. Take off. Hopefully, be home by like noon. Can't wait! I can't wait to be home. So, anyways, but yeah, I'm actually gonna take out my dog. Take him out when I stop. I'm gonna go drive it a couple more hours, probably three more hours, 2 more hours, and then I'm gonna take him out. I'm gonna take him out for a walk. So I'm sure he's gonna like that. But anyways, all right, guys. truck is filthy, guys. I'm so sorry. Trust me, I'll be cleaning it this weekend, and it bothers me that it's this dirty. Oh, man. Anyways, all right, guys. Good night. Morning, guys. This is my boy. There's it was windy, but it's 2:30 in the morning. It's Friday. I slept pretty good, not gonna lie. This baby, he was a little cold, but we're good. Yeah, so I'm gonna go work out now. I'll be leaving here in a little bit, probably in a couple hours. They don't open up till 7, so my time is ready now, but I'm gonna go work out, take my time. Today's the last day of filming. Maybe I'll film over the weekend for another video, but look at these boogers. Look at those boogers. Huh? Little bugger. He's so stinky. He's gonna shower over the weekend, and I'm gonna wash the truck, and I'm gonna clean all the sheets, because last week I didn't really have time, and it's my first time actually bringing him along. It's my first time bringing him with me. So I didn't know what I needed. I didn't know what to bring. And I was just kind of throwing things around and just throwing things inside the truck. Now I know what to bring. Now I know what to do. And I'll be bringing it with me. And you know, yeah, taking probably a little bit more of this and that and the other. But yeah, I'm thinking about taking off this seat. Because honestly, it's like, because I know, like, when I start to slow down, he likes to, like, stand up and look outside the window to see what we're doing. But honestly, like, there's a little window right here in the bottom. You can see right there. Like, I feel like he'll be fine. If I just take off this, it would make a lot more room. I put a blanket down. He can keep his little bed. He doesn't have to get up on the seat. I think it'll make things a lot easier. Maybe I'll take it off for a week and see how it goes. My boss, thankfully, he doesn't really care. Now, granted, you know, I got it, you know. And that's the thing about this seat. It goes in pros and cons, because I do like it, but, you know, I like some stuff back here. I got the little bags, got my charger, got my sauces. But yeah, we'll see. I'll think about it, see what happens. But anyways, let's go work out. Morning, guys. I already said good morning, sorry. It's 4 a.m. I'm leaving now. Just got done working out. Look at him. Just waiting for the truck to air up. I mean, it's basically all aired up. But he's looking at his own reflection. You see his own reflection? You see his own reflection? Anyways, yeah, we're leaving now. We should be there around 8 o'clock at my delivery, so we're leaving now. See you in a bit. What's up, guys? I wasn't able to record when I got unloaded, but I got unloaded. You see I'm empty. And now I'm in this new area. And now we're gonna get loaded. Chung chung. I chung. What? What? Dude, he gets insecure and all of a sudden he starts crying. Huh? I don't know why. But Yeah, we got unloaded. Actually, drove for like 2 hours, and yeah, you know, I was actually at the truck stop, and I was getting fuel. Before going in there, this guy, he didn't really cut me off, but he got in front of me, and then I don't think he noticed me. It was an Indian guy. And then he pulled off to the side and waved me down and actually let me go first. He knew he probably cut me off a little bit too much. So I went over there and I said, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And, you know, right now, like, I'm trying to work on myself. I'm trying to work on being a little bit more loving, more forgiving. And that was a sign to show a little bit of gratitude for someone that helped me out a little bit, you know? Because the old me would have been like, you bug a piece of shit, like, blah, blah, blah. But honestly, ever since Charlie Kirk passed away, man, I realized like life can end instantly, and I don't want to be an asshole. So yeah, got loaded. It's a decent load. Pays good. Not going too far. It's Friday. We're leaving on Monday, but I got a dentist appointment on Monday, so I don't know how that's gonna work because I have an appointment at 9, and it's a 5-hour drive from where I am. It's a 5-hour drive to this delivery, so if my appointment is at 9, I'll probably finish up at 11. I might as well not even take off till Tuesday morning, so it'll be a little rough. Anyways, right. I don't know if I'll be able to drive after my dentist appointment. My teeth are fucked. I don't want to show you because I know a lot of people get the ick, but they're not good. Yeah, they look, I got some pearly whites, but internally it's not good. It's just like my soul. Anyways, I'm leaving. It's gonna be the end of the week. Today's the end of the week. It's 1 p.m. Be heading home. I'm gonna shower this boy. I'm gonna wash the sheets. I want to clean everything in this truck, make it look all nice and pretty. We're gonna do that tomorrow, but I'll be able to unhook. I don't like unhooking while I'm loaded. I don't really like doing that, but I suppose I rarely do that, so it is what it is. Look at him. He is sleepy. Huh? I had a mechanic that said that he's an airhead. And then he said, he saw him and he's like, who's that little fat boy? I'm like, well, he's not fat, and you know, he's in decent shape. He's like, yeah, and I can see in his eyes, he has no thoughts behind those eyes. I'm like, what? Dude, he's thinking about the secrets of the universe. In here, in this membrane, you see how big his head is? Bigger than my hand. In this membrane, he has the secret codes to the universe. I just know. Right, Chunk? Oh yeah. Look at the jiggles. Look at the jiggle physics. Jiggle. Anyways, we're gonna be going. We got a bit of a long drive, but unfortunately, it's gonna be a little bumpy, and this boy does not like it when it's bumpy. He don't like it when it's bumpy. Little stinker. Anyways, let's go. What's up, guys? Listen, it's 4 p.m. I got home like around 2. I waiting for my wife to get off work, but I was able to go get a bunch of water. Check it. I got 40 gallons of water. Look at that, man. Yeah, I go through about 20 in 2 weeks. So yeah, this will all be gone in 2 weeks. I'm 80% water. I weighed myself and the scale said 80% water. So, or like 69% or something. But that's not even an innuendo. I'm like being dead serious. But anyways, it's 4:15. I actually bought an additional, I went to go to the store and I bought some keys for the truck, for the semi. And I got these, and the freaking guy was kind of a dickhead, not gonna lie. He was kind of an asshole, yeah? He was a bit of a dickhead. I'm not gonna be mean, I don't wanna say, you know, he was kind of a miserable fuck, let's put it that way. You know, I was over there, and, you know, you see this plastic thing? Yeah. He asked, like, do you want one with it or without it?
I'm like, is it more expensive with it? And he's like, yeah. Like, snarky. I'm like, oh, whichever one is cheaper. And he's like, okay, without it. I'm like, all right. So then he made the keys. I'm like, oh, just to double check, how much is it with the plastic? He's like, he looked at me all like he was turned around, and he looked at me, turned around all slow, and he's like, $5. I'm like, each? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, okay, no, we're good then. He's like, ugh. And he like did the keyboard thing. I'm like, fuck, dude, this guy. I mean, I know I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I mean, a little bit of grace might help out, you know. It might be nice, but yeah, he might be having a bad day. But I was like, all right, you know, just kind of brush it to the side. But regardless, I got some keys. So I got 3 keys, a couple spares. I lost a spare one. So, but I got it now. But anyways, we're gonna put this inside the house. I got old gallons, got 20 gallons in the garage that are old. Like 2 weeks old. Obviously, I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna rotate it. So, and I'm doing laundry right now. It's almost at the end of the week. I know we're getting towards the end of the video, and just today it was announced that they found the killer of Charlie Kirk. And what do you know? It was a crazy little white kid, you know, and which I thought it was either gonna be like a pro-Palestinian guy or a mentally ill white boy, you know, or trans. But yeah, they caught the killer. Tyler Robinson. Shout out to the dad, because the dad actually, you know, called the police on him. I know that must have been very hard for him. He was a minister too, a Christian, I think. I know that was probably very difficult for him, and a lot of people calling him a traitor, you know. I don't know. Charlie Kirk, you know, he was a father, and he was a son. You know, he lost a son for a son, as they say. Brutal. You know, that type of kid, that doesn't happen overnight. He decided that he wanted to do that a long time ago. He's calling him a fascist and whatnot. Just liberal, typical liberal ideology. And, you know, they're crazy. They're legit crazy, and we just got to pray for the family of Charlie. And, you know, they want us to act like animals, you know? Like, Charlie Kirk died. You don't see any of the conservatives burning cities or anything, you know? But you have a drug dealer black guy who overdosed and died, and they're burning cities. And they have a very nihilistic, very dystopian point of view of the world. And us Christians, we have hope. We know that this isn't the end. We know that we're ultimately going to be judged. And we should have sacrificial love and biblical love for our enemies. These people, those, as much as I disagree, their lives do matter, and we're not God to tell which one dies or not. Even though they have blue hair with the septum piercing and the tattoos and the crazy freaking LGBT shit, we're not one to decide who lives or dies. So let God handle that. You know what we've seen right now, like there are invisible forces of the world that are literally controlling people, which is the devil. They're actually controlling people and making them demonic entities. And these people who are dystopian, depressed, nihilistic, atheists, LGBT, mentally ill people, they're actually not right in their mind, and they have a filthy spirit. I can't decide who has a filthy spirit and who is deemed dead. You know, I can barely take care of my own house. I can barely take care of my own mind. So I gotta focus on me and the people around me. I'm not one to decide who lives or dies. That type of scale of power of this world, that are the ultimate evil that runs this world, only God can take care of that. That does take a supernatural, godlike being to say who lives and who dies. Not me, not you, not anyone. So, regardless, Yeah, let's go put these waters inside and rotate the damn waters, because I'm getting dehydrated as we speak right now. Freaking A. Getting dehydrated. Anyways, let's go. Come on. Hey. This is my neighbor's dog. Look at him. His name is Puma. Oh. What did you do? Ow. How many apples I got? Look at that. I gotta pick him up. Eventually, I gotta pick him up. Little bee. Get out of here, bee. Stinky. You are stinky. You are stinky. Oh, goodness. Look at his swimmer's tail. He broke his tail. Okay, yeah, go ahead, peel my apples. Okay, now mess up my grass. Okay, thank you, Puma. Come on.